Okay, so we are live streaming now. Hello and welcome to Global News for Entrepreneurs, episode 19. Almost been doing this for over 20, what we have shown. I think when I was prepping for the show this morning, I realized 20th show is just around the corner. So next week, Wednesday, I'm going to have to make it an extra special one to celebrate this milestone. But welcome to it, Global News for Entrepreneurs. If you're wondering what this is all about and what you can look forward to on the show, I've got the live stream playing in the background, rather annoying. Anyway, so what you can look forward to on the show, we got some fun news. Going to be sharing some news about the tribe and what's new. And we're going to be chatting to TAMRYN the time accountant for farmers is in there. Stay tuned to find out more and how TAMRYN can work accounting magic, but also magic with your time. A very interesting story that she has to share. So we'll be finding out more details about that a little bit later on in the show. First up, I have to speak about this. Last night, we had the most amazing global online speed networking. If you weren't there, you totally missed out. It was brilliant and so many great connections, and found out, even with people around the world, just how small the world is, working together previously or other connections. It just was amazing, and loads of connections made on the night. So you don't want to miss out on the next one. Our last one for 2021. It's happening on the 15th of December, 6 p.m. GMT +2. We're running an early bird ticket special at the moment. So the link's down below. Go register right now. Put it in your diary. You will in the background for lots of nice gifts and prizes to give away. So last night, two winners got interviews that they won that we'll be doing shortly on our YouTube channel. But we're going big. I mean, it is the festive season. It is the time for giving. So we're pulling together some amazing prizes and gifts for you. You don't want to miss out. Global Online Speed Networking, 15 December, 6 p.m. GMT +2. Link is down below. Go and read for the next little bit. Just go do it. Then something else that came up last night, which is quite interesting. We're hard on the way, and I keep saying this every week, but we're pushing to get to those 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. I'll be honest, the reason why we want to do that is so we can monetize things a bit. But anyway, the challenge has been laid down that when we do 1,000 subscribers, the first show that I do after that, I will be waxed live while doing the show. So I'm going to have to do the show professionally, like I'm doing now, but get a wax at the same time. And my internet connection is terrible. It will be sorted by next week, Wednesday. Either way, I'm getting waxed. So if you want to see that, you want to make that happen, go subscribe now. We post on the channel. You don't want to miss out, where you can learn as entrepreneurs and business people, everything from finance to motivation to quick recipes. Quick, healthy recipes. So you don't want to miss out on that. Subscribe now. And of course, we're still looking for a sponsor for the show. So your logo and your brand could be right there. And you could be featured in every single show that I do, and have one. And tell you what, just by doing that, you'll be connecting directly with our tribe at Explore Protech, but also all the viewers that we have on the channel that is growing very, very much. So if you want to do that, my details are down below. Contact me. I'd love to hear from you and love to get a sponsor on the show. Right, some fun news, and I do love doing this. It's the one that I get to prep at the last minute just before I go on, but hear me out. And I always give Facebook and I give them a hard time. I really do. But this could be something actually quite cool. So musicians in South Africa and musicians around the world, you guys have had a really rough time and lost out on revenue with concerts and all of those things. There's an online, as much as 800,000 Rand or 50,000 US dollars just to play 30-minute sessions. You heard me correctly. So obviously, Facebook and Instagram, which Facebook owns, are under major fire because TikTok's taking away done lots of things like Instagram Reels and all of those things. And now this is a new strategy of theirs where they're encouraging artists from around the world, where they'll pay up to 50,000 US dollars, you did hear correctly, or 800,000 Rand each for each Facebook Live audio room session. And it could be as short as 30 minutes long. Now that's pretty, and maybe doing a new sort of online concert option that hasn't quite taken off yet. And we're still living in this digital space at the moment where we can't really attend everything. So it could work out really, really cool. Go check it out, go Google it and find out more details on how you can do that. And you could be actually, make a whole lot of money. So they're really trying to get creators online and musicians and famous people. And this is the opportunity. I would love 50,000 US dollars. Elon Musk, he's also always in the news, and I'm very excited for SpaceX and Starlink when that comes live. I've always made jokes about them fighting about space and all of those things, but this is something I think is amazing. It's a satellite system that'll work to provide internet for people around the world. And I've always said, then that helps get great internet, like what he's done, because he had a meeting with the Brazil's minister of environmental affairs, I think it is. And the Starlink system is going to be able to bring the internet to the remote corners of the Amazon. So maybe for the tribes who choose to live in their old school culture and don't want to be affected, that's perfect. I mean, they still have that choice. But at the end of the day, it makes you doing trips or expeditions, or there's an emergency or things like that. But it gets even better because this system is going to help track illegal deforestation of the Amazon, which is a massive, big problem. And they haven't found a way to track that and do something about it. So by using this system, they're going to help save the Amazon forest. I think that's brilliant, great news. So as far they were going to start doing their first rollout and testing of the Starlink internet system. So I can't wait till we get this all going and online. South Africa, we're normally about 3 to 4 years behind absolutely everything in the world, but hopefully it'll come to us a little bit sooner than that. At least Elon Musk is taking on a different kind of Amazon, not now I'm blanking on his name now, but the guy who made Jeff Bezos. He and Jeff are always at each other. So he created Amazon, different Amazon. Anyway, bad joke, I'll leave it there. And then something very cool, also back into space, the NASA Hubble telescope, they basically take pictures once a year of the main planets in our solar system, and it's used for schools, and they give the images to schools, and you can just go Google this and you'll see the images. They are beautiful. But what's really cool is the feature for this year, and what they're looking at is comparing pictures to show this. So they can see from the outside picture that the atmosphere in those planets change, and they get darker, or whatever the case may be. And because they can see that each planet, still like our own, has 4 seasons in a year. So there you go. You learn something new every day on the Global News for Entrepreneurs. If you are tuned in and watching us live, please drop a message in the live chat, and definitely we'll do a shout out for you as well. Lucia saying, wow, to do a live show on Facebook would be very nice. Maybe I should look into that. Some tribe news, going to do this nice and quickly. The Global News for Entrepreneurs, episode 18, that was last week. The link is down below. Go check that out. The FBIZ show that we did with Janine on Friday was with Dr. Mayer, and he is our finance doctor from Financium. Really, really great conversation there, and talking about financial intelligence, especially training the youth of today. Because I mean, if we're doing the finances and taxes and all of these things that we didn't learn, no. Well, that's what he teaches, and focuses on giving the youth that financial intelligence that they need. I absolutely love his work. So go check out that video, links down below. And then another one, this is coming up quite a lot with a lot of clients I'm talking to, and people I'm networking with and stuff, is yeah, you're an entrepreneur. you most times the solopreneur. And you're getting to that stage where you're growing, where you have to, the business runs cash flow level to start outsourcing and paying people and scaling that way. But the coffee shop show conversation on Friday was so interesting because it teaches you how to grow your business, or how to use at least social capital to grow your business. So very, very great content and lots of good things for you to learn and can help you in your own business. That's why I say go subscribe. We've got all these great videos and great content there for you, and you can learn, and it's for free, for mahala. You just events coming up, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, the next Global Online Speed Networking, that's the 15th of December, 6 p.m. GMT +2, running an early bird special. Go click on the link down below and register. And it really is a unique, exclusive event. There is limited space, and you get to meet dynamic entrepreneurs from around the world. Last night, there was people from Canada, US, Russia, UK. Well, so you don't want to miss out. You get to obviously connect and network with people and also grow your business that way. So go book it, 15th of December. And then last week, Thursday, I got invited to be a guest speaker at the Explore Virtual Assistant Network event that Somerville and Janine are doing. It is brilliant. It's a growing industry, and they put together to grow the industry, help each other in their businesses, and network and connect and just grow everything. It was such a brilliant event. I loved it. I put myself 100% behind this event. The next one is in January, the 20th of January. So the link down below, go register now, go share the link with all your virtual assistant friends. Get them to come check it out. Competition, not competition, co-opetition. So we work together. I'm really getting good at that word. Tribal tea time tonight is going to be amazing for tribe members, so make sure you're there. Daryl from Power by Marketing from Canada, brilliant marketing specialist, had a great meeting actually with him last week, I think it was, talking about our passion, shared passion about a lot of great stuff he's going to be sharing and training our tribe members tonight at Tribal Tea Time. That's 6 p.m. GMT +2. Make sure you guys are there. And then, of course, coffee shop show this Friday, 1 p.m. GMT +2, and the FBiz show on Friday as well at 11 o'clock in the, 10 o'clock in the morning. See you there. Some of our excited about, and it's tricky because as a man, I can't really say this, but it's something I really do believe in. So I'm just going to say it. The Fempreneur program. Wolfgang has committed that he is going to champion it, get it up and running again, get it back. It's an amazing program that's done wonders for so many female entrepreneurs that are linked with the tribe and all around. I'm so excited this is getting up and running, and I've said to the group, any way I can assist and get involved, Wolfgang, thank you. We're behind you. Let's make this happen and make a difference. And then we're going to be having a new member join the tribe soon that's going to get our affiliate program up and running again. So if you didn't know, income purely by sharing the details or the items in our shop. And when people purchase, you get a commission from it. Very, very, very simple process. So I put the link down below for both the affiliate program and our shop. You don't even have to be an Explore Protech tribe member to be part of our affiliate program. You just got to share it. So the links are down below. The shop is also there, and there's awesome things in the shop. Everything from Explore Protech merchandise to finance masterclasses, ebooks, coaching sessions, video content production, marketing coach packages. There's a whole lot of amazing things in the shop. So go click on the links down below and go check it out. And that brings us to our interview for this morning, TAMRYN Dix from Farside Accounting. And I really hope I'm actually pronouncing that correctly. We'll find out now. How are you doing, TAMRYN?
Hi, Christine. You are pronouncing it correctly.
Fantastic. So I loved your story on LinkedIn about time. And, you know, once time's gone, it's gone. It's not something you can really get back, but in a way you can help people get it back. So I think it's a good segue to go from that into the accounting side of things. So please share a bit of that story.
My story of being an accountant. It literally became one by accident. I call myself an accidental accountant. It was not in my life plan at all. I actually, in grade 8, my best friend at the time, she said she wanted to be a chartered accountant. And I said, what's that? And then when she explained what that was, I said, oh, that sounds like the most boring thing in the world. I'm never going to do that. And she's not an accountant and I am. So life does not go the way you plan. But I must say I ended up enjoying the profession very much. I like putting things in order. I like getting things working. And I discovered the language of business and I really enjoy business. So it worked out really well. But yeah, I suppose becoming a business owner is what led me to this realization about time and time being a limited resource. I suppose understanding accounting means that I am more aware of resources and how to manage them than some others. But time definitely became an important one to me when I started running my own business.
So share a little bit more on your time and time management and the whole concept around that through your experience.
Well, you know, that's a difficult one because I know my LinkedIn profile talks a lot about time because time is important and it's our limited resource, and spending it incorrectly is what causes us to feel overwhelmed and tired and burnt out. But I think my biggest thing is burnout, and I managed to go through it 3 times in my business journey, and because of that, and the last one was particularly bad. So the last round of burnout that I went through made me sit down and actually reevaluate things properly and go, why is this happening? Why do I keep ending up here? Why am I constantly in a position where I'm overwhelmed and exhausted and don't want to continue? So it made me just relook at everything, right from why I was doing what I was doing all the way to how and what I was offering. And it does come down to how you manage your time, but also how it's very much about your purpose and what's behind what you do to help you prioritize what's important and what you should be focusing on. So a lot of what I do in terms of, you know, obviously we offer accounting services, which if you've outsourced them, you've freed up some time for yourself. That is a step. Outsourcing is a big part of what I teach when I do burnout coaching. But also, when you look at your own time, there are certain ways to manage it that will make it more meaningful for you and therefore less stressful. So even if you are spending large amounts of time on something, you feel fulfilled, not overwhelmed.
And it's exactly that. You've got this great combination of assisting companies with their time on the accounting and getting their accounting done. So anybody who has accounting requirements, the link's down below, contact TAMRYN for that. But then you also, having been through that burnout, and offer solutions around that, if I'm correct.
Yes, that's correct. I have a burnout coaching program, but there's various layers to it because there's always different levels of burnout. You can be approaching burnout, you could be right in the middle of it, you could be in the worst of it. So depending on where you are, I will sit with you and work out what you need to turn the burnout around and to prevent it from happening again. I'm very big, if we come back to time, is you started a business because most of us started a business because we're passionate about something, but there's also always this element of wanting freedom. because if you're really passionate about a particular cause or a particular job or career, you can do that as a job, as an employee for someone else, and still be fulfilled. So if you went and opened your own business for this cause, this career, it's because you also wanted freedom. You wanted to be your own boss. You wanted to create your own life. And I don't think I've met a single business owner who started their own business and then created their own life. We all get bogged down in the administration of running a business. You discover you actually have less time as the business owner than you did before. So it's a whole process of creating a business instead of a job for yourself, and I help you work through all of those different levels and those different stages, and we start where you are and with what you can cope with.
I love that, because yes, we all started this journey for that freedom, financial freedom, hence the accounting side of things and all of that, but also general life freedom. And let's all be honest, life alone, even if we didn't have to work, we had all the money we needed in the bank. Just the basics of life right now are so hectic. It's no wonder we all feel this. I was saying, when you said the different stages where you're at, I think mine is constantly on waves between burnouts. So it's like it's slightly less burnt out, more, but you run your life and your business. So it's just the irony that we started this journey and to achieve that very thing, but we get wrapped up in it very quickly and stuck into that cycle.
Yeah, it's very easy to do, because you're passionate about what you do, and it's yours and it's your baby, and you want it to do well, so you just keep pushing. And I'm an all or nothing person. If I decide I'm going to do something, I do it, and I'm loyal and I stick with it and I push. But I had to learn that pushing and working hard on its own is not enough. You've got to do it correctly in order to actually move forward.
And of course, I'm assuming once you've done the assessment and all of those things, it's coaching and teaching people, but also like real life practical things that they can apply every day. And are there small things that you can immediately start getting a little bit more, okay, more time, and it grows and develops from there?
Yes, look, absolutely. It as I say, it depends on where you are and how much you're battling with. So if you're in a very bad place of overwhelm and exhaustion, I can get you results in a week. Little results. I mean, it's not going to fix it, but you're going to be able to implement things that will definitely make you feel better in a couple of days. But when you're sort of approaching burnout and you realize this is maybe not so, I need to start taking awareness of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and I need to change some things, but I'm not sure what. That oddly enough takes a little bit longer to see the results, because you're actually not in that terrible collapse stage. So that there's still things you can implement, but then they take a little bit longer to have the results. But no, definitely you can get results quite fast by implementing small changes. It's one of my mantras is little changes for a big difference.
Of course, and a lot of it's also linked to habits, and it takes at least 21 consistent days to create a new habit or to break a bad habit at the same time. So it's good to start with some results straight away, but then knowing that you grow towards that. So anything else you'd like to share with us, or you'd like somebody to know before we wrap up for today?
I would like to say to anyone who's listening today, a lot of people feel that when they've reached that point in their business where they are overwhelmed and they're tired, and sometimes even to the point of actually hating what you're doing, it makes you feel like you failed. So I want you to know that it's 100% normal and that it happens to so many people. So it's not a failure to get to that point of overwhelm and burnout. You just need to start tweaking things in your life and changing the way you approach your work, and you'll start loving what you do again. So I do want to just offer that encouragement, that if you are feeling there and you're feeling like you failed, you haven't. You just need to change a few things, learn a few lessons, learn from what feels like failure, and you can move forward like everybody else.
And of course, and also Peter and Nastine continually, and everybody from the tribe keeps raving about the training session that you did for the tribal tea time and how much of a big for them. So there we go. That's a whole good lot of testimonies right there. And I mean, Explore Protech, just from a bit of that training, is growing and doing phenomenally well. And it's small changes and embracing those things. So thank you so much, TAMRYN. All the links are down below and anybody can contact you. There's even a link to book a session, if I'm correct.
That's correct. Yes. Thank you, Chris.
All right, great. So we're going to wrap up the show. That internet has made things a little bit tricky for today, but anyway, so be it. Thank you for tuning in. I see I didn't even rename myself. Yes, I'm using Nastine's Zoom for this. But anyway, that's it for me, Chris Kolbe. I'll catch you next week, Wednesday, for Global News for Entrepreneurs, and this Friday for the FBiz show. Remember, those links are down below. Go register for Global Online Speed Networking. Share the Explore Virtual Assistant Network down below. And of course, contact TAMRYN to set up find out more, set up, book a session, whatever the case may be, and she'll definitely be able to help you. Have a wonderful day.